Hey guys, welcome back to No Catchy Name. It's me, Ella. Today is Thursday, and I'm going to share with you the things that I've been making this past week. Normally I do this on Tuesdays, but this past Tuesday I made my market recap, and so, I didn't want to put out 2 videos in one day. So anyways, if you haven't seen that, go check it out. It was really good. I was super excited. I'm still excited. But also I look the same as I did yesterday in Whip Wednesday because it's the same time that I'm recording it because I have the chance. I'm doing it. But anyways, let's get into it. Now, some of the things I made I do not have with me because I sold them at my market. But I do have pictures, so I will pop them up. And all the pattern links will be in the description below the video or beside the video, depending on what device you're on. And if you have any trouble finding anything, just let me know. And through a comment or through email or whatever, and I will help you as much as I can. So let's get into it. Okay, so first last week, I finished 2 of the mushroom pops. They're about yay big. I made them with, the white was loops and threads. I don't remember if it was the Home Chanel Slim or something like that. It was one of those loops and threads ones that's super fluffy, like the fluff just falls off of it. It was like an off-white, and the red was burnout blanket red. And I did use big old safety eyes only because I was getting close to the market and I needed to finish them, so I put safety eyes in them. I have decided I'm going to use safety eyes sometimes, but I am still going to try to focus on doing embroidered eyes as much as possible. But sometimes things just look better with safety eyes, I think. Anyways, I'm sidetracking. It is a free pattern off of Instagram. You do have to have an Instagram account to view things on Instagram completely. I wasn't sure about that before, but I have since found out that you do need an Instagram account. It is free to make an Instagram account, and you don't have to post anything on there if you don't want to. Actually, I am really bad at remembering to post just things to share with you guys. So typically, and I've done it for years, I just use Instagram to look at other people's posts or search for patterns now that I know that there's a ridiculous amount of free patterns on there that are really cute. So you can just download the app or whatever and make an account. Usually you can make it through your email, like Google, or connect it to a Facebook or whatever, because it's owned by the same company, Meta. And then you don't have to ever talk to anybody or anything. You can even set your account to private to where people can't see what you post. You can just post for your friends or just for yourself, to keep track of your projects or whatever. Or you just never have to post. It's up to you. But anyways, if you make that account for free and you go on there, there's a lot of free crochet patterns. And once you start looking at them and like saving them or favoriting them, they'll start popping up more in your feed. So it's just like an endless supply of cute free patterns. But this mushroom pop is one of those, is what I'm trying to say. And it's by Hook Crochet Co. on there. And I made 2 of them, and they both sold at my market. So, but they were pretty big. And everybody loved the fact that they moved. I wanted to make a bunch of those little ones, but I just didn't have the time. So for my next market, I might try to make a little, 10 or 15 of the little ones and see how they do. Because I feel like kids might like those better. And they'll have a smaller price point, And then the next thing that I made that also sold at my market was a hanging string of pearls. This was not a pattern. This is when I made up my own, just sitting on the couch. I had made a little plant hanger that was a pattern. I can't remember who it was off the top of my head. And actually, I feel like that should be on. No, I did show that in a video. So then I just kind of sat there and winged a string of pearls. And the reason I did that is because I couldn't find a good free pattern. And at the time I was sat on my couch just crocheting. I didn't want to buy a pattern and all that stuff. So I just made it, and it turned out cute. I thought my sister wants one, I gotta make her one, and it sold at the market. So that was really cool. That it's always cool when something that you make sells, but it's even cooler when it's something you designed and then made and then sold. I've done that a couple of times, so it's just neat. But like my hook is the witch frog, which is a pattern on my Etsy shop if you're interested. It was the first pattern I ever designed, and I sold him at my very first craft show back in 2019. So it's cool, to see stuff like that. Anyways, so I made that too. I have a picture of it. And then the next thing I made on my list is this was the June square for the Repeat Crafter Me Under the Sea crochet line. And I'm not happy with it. Okay, I made this in the middle of the night. I can't remember what night it was. I stayed up late because the kids were like wired and up later than normal. And I was super tired, and I was crocheting just because I wanted to crochet, And I feel like my pufferfish is not as good looking as it could be. And somehow mine got switched around opposite than hers. I don't think she's left-handed because I never noticed any of my other ones coming out backwards to hers. But I somehow managed to make mine backwards to hers. But, I made my pufferfish square. I don't like my pufferfish at all. I think it looks bad. The tail is huge. I should have went down a hook size or two for the fins. And, I don't know, if you look really close, there's a lot of little messed up loops on him. But it's not that big of a deal. It's just, I wish I hadn't made him when I was half asleep. So maybe don't crochet when you're half asleep. But this is a free pattern, and I brought my rest of my squares to share with you guys. So I think I got them in order. So this is January's starfish. February was a seahorse. They're all roughly the same size, but I'm using like scrap yarns, so they're kind of different. March was a big old crab. I feel like all my appliques are coming out bigger, but it's too late now to switch to hooks because then the new ones will be smaller. So I gotta keep it big. This stinking crab was a pain in the butt to sew on there, but I did it. What are we on? January, February, March, April. Jellyfish. This was also a pain in the butt to sew on. And then May was octopus, I think these are in our order, which also was annoying to sew on because all the legs. And then June was the pufferfish. I already have my square done for July. It is a whale. It's like a mama whale and a baby whale. I was going to make it in the style of orca, and then Terry from Yarn Door Podcast messaged me, and she said that there's already an orca coming out later this year for that, which I forgot. I've looked at the main image and then I just haven't looked at it since, so I forgot that. So what I think I'm going to do is either make it, I thought about making them white for like beluga whales, or I might just make them like random colors, like maybe pink. It'd be cute little pink whales, 2 different shades of pink or something. I don't know. Have I done pink yet? No. And I don't like this color for the octopus. I wish I had used a different color for him, but I'm not remaking that thing. But so I've got 6 of them done. So I'm halfway done, except I think there's 15 squares because she's supposed to release bonus ones. She has not yet though, so I don't know when she's doing that. But I'm halfway done with that. Well, with the squares, because you still gotta put them together and make a border and all that, so there's still a lot of work left. But I might enter this into my accounting for next year. And what I might do, well, you know, I don't really, the backs like this don't really bother me because it is a handcrafted thing. It's supposed to look handcrafted. If someone wanted machine made things, they would get machine made things. That's the same way I feel about my bags and things. If they're not 1000% perfect, I'm okay with it because it is a handcrafted bag, you know. If you want a perfect bag, I would suggest buying it from, you know, a company that pumps out thousands and thousands of perfect looking bags. Anyways, got that one square done. So, there. Next, for the Christmas extravaganza hosted by K&K Crochet, I made a little, it's called an AirPod holder, but it's really any reusable headphones because, rechargeable, I mean. This is mine. I got them at Walmart. They were like 20 bucks, I think. And so far they've worked good. I've had them for like 2 years. They fit in there as well. See? I made it purple. You are supposed to loop it through itself, and then you can hang it. That way your headphones is handy. I actually need this. I might use this and just hang it in here somewhere because I tend to misplace my headphones a lot. I use them mostly when I'm sewing. I'll turn on music or I'll listen to YouTube videos while I'm sewing. And they kind of get moved around and sometimes get lost. So they need a home. I probably need to charge them. I'll probably plug them in a minute and let them charge. But that is a free pattern from Lullaby Lodge. They have a YouTube channel, and I think there's a pattern, a tutorial for that. But there's also a written pattern, which is what I followed. I'll link them both below if there is a video. I can't 100% remember. And then next, I made, before my market, the night before my market, I made 4 tofu turtles in Parfait Chunky and Bloom Chenille. And then I made 1 in a blanket yarn. I have 1 of the little ones left that I actually made another one the next day at my market. So I had 6, or I made 4 and then I made 1 the next day. So I had 5 altogether, the littler ones and 1 of the bigger one. I sold all the little ones but the one, and I have the larger one left. I have pictures of them I will insert because they're in my inventory and I forgot to leave them out. But it is a paper pattern that I got on Etsy. I did not write down who it's by. I can't remember, but it'll be linked below. I bought it on sale on July 4th. It was on sale, I guess because of the holiday, for like $1.87. And I've been wanting it for a while. I've been stalking it for a while, waiting for it to go on sale. And when I saw it was so cheap, I went ahead and bought it. It's normally real cheap anyways, but I still, you know, like to get stuff on sale. And it's a really fun pattern. I liked it a lot. It's no sew. You make the head first and then you crochet it into the body. And I enjoy making it a lot. I could see pumping out a lot of those, and they were really popular. All of them, like I said, were one sold. So I was selling the littler ones, the perfect chunky ones, for $10, and the bigger one, it was $12 because it's just a smidge bigger because of the yarn difference. But it was one of those patterns that once you make it a couple times, you remember it and you just sit there and pop them out. But I enjoyed it. I made one the day of the market, but then it got so busy I wasn't able to make any more. I had brought supplies to make a bunch of them. But and then after the market, the next day, Sunday, I was wanting to crochet, so I found this pattern on Instagram. It's a free pattern on Instagram that let's see here. It's called Pokeball. It's a Pokeball by Sushi Stitches on Instagram, and I made 2 of them. They're made with blanket yarn and acrylic. So the blanket yarn is the body of the ball. I stuffed these very well. They're very firm. And the button is acrylic. But yeah, I made 2 Pokeballs. I want to make some more of these because I still have a bunch of that red I've been trying to use up. But I want to make ladybugs too since I sold out of ladybugs. But I just want to make like maybe 2 more of these and have 4 for my next market. And if they sell, then make more, you know. I think I only made 1 Pokemon so far that's sold. Or period, really in general. That was for markets. I've made plenty of Pokemon related things over the years for gifts. But I made a Pikachu, which I didn't like. I thought it was goofy looking, but it sold at my market before this last one. It was the one in, was it May? Yeah, it was towards the end of May, I think, or middle of May. I can't remember. It was the last one me and my sister did together. A little boy bought it, and I've since found another Pikachu pattern that's free that I want to try to make. I just have to get some yellow blanket yarn. I have black and white and red, so I just need the yellow. But yeah, so I made these 2 little Pokeballs. They're cute. They're very firm. I just noticed I stuffed them really well. I mean, it's so stuffed that it almost feels like there's a ball in there, and it's not just you know, polyfill. And then the last thing that I made this past week, was a possum. He's not 100% done. He needs eyes, but my sister's got to make them for me on her Cricut. And this is one for my custom order for a girl. Her name is Chloe, who she bought a rat at my craft market, and then she messaged me on email wanting a possum, and so I made her one. He's so cute. He's made out of Hobby Lobby Velvety Smooth. It's all velvety smooth. I think it's ivory, silver, black, or coal, maybe black or coal, and I think the pink is called rose, but I'm not 100% sure. But this is a free pattern on Instagram as well. This is actually one of the first free patterns on Instagram I ever found and made. And it's by Rumble Crochet. I've made a bunch of these. And I plan on making a bunch more because I got this yarn. I want to use it up. It is not no-sew. You start with the nose and work your way down. The legs are bubble stitches. But the ears and the tail are made afterwards. But you could 100% make them first and crochet them in. Because, you know, the shape of the rounds, you just crochet them right in there. And the same with the little tail. I do make the tail longer because the pattern tail is pretty short. And I make it long because possums have long tails. But, yeah, so he just needs little eyes and he'll be all done. My sister is making them for me. I already told her that I needed them by this weekend. But he's, whoop, almost through. He's so cute. I made him with an eye hook, which is 5.5. And the yarn is like a 5 weight, I think. But I think he's so cute. And actually, I got 4 more in the living room that aren't done yet. They don't have their ears or tails. But, so out of one ball of the gray, I can make 5 of these possums. And it just takes bits of the pink and cream and the black. So, and I got 2 balls of the gray. Well, I did. I used 1. So now I have another one. So I can make 9 more altogether. Minus this guy. So it'll be 10 altogether, you know. But, he's already got a home. I just got to get him finished. And then I'm going to get him packaged up really cute. And get my new thank you card. I wanted to start making, thank you cards for my Etsy orders. I was wanting just to do stuff different, you know. So this is like my prototype. This is printed on cardstock. It's got my logo on it, and it's got thank you for supporting my small business, and there's like a blank space right here, which is where I'm going to attach a sticker or a stitch marker depending on what I'm, you know, doing. And then the back is blank, so I can like write a note on it. I do want to round off the corners, and so I want to start putting these in my Etsy orders, you know, with little, you know, around different holidays, put like Halloween stickers if it's a Halloween bag that they ordered, or amigurumi, Christmas, you know, same thing, all that. Just try to make cute little packaging stuff, you know. I want to try to get better at making my orders. I used to wrap my orders up better and stuff, and lately I've been trying to do that again when I can, just to make the orders cuter, you know, make it more of an experience opening it, so that people have more fun, you know. But so that is my little prototype. It's printed on cardstock, but I kind of want to get slightly thicker cardstock than this. This is still very papery, but it's, you know, it's thicker than printer paper. But and I was also making price things for my next markets. I'm going to laminate them and put the Velcro button on the back of it, and then the button also on my containers, so that I can, you know, put this on my $3 bin and then $5 bin. And I printed 3, 5, 10, 15, 20. I also made more for 8, 12, and 18, because those are usually the prices that I go with for everything. So I can have all of them. And then with the Velcro dots, they're interchangeable. So if I want to change up my setup, I can just swap them out, you know. So that's what I was working on the other day, designing those. And also printed out 2 warnings that say plastic eyes can be a choking hazard for children under 3 and pets. Made 2 of them. I'm going to either laminate them and attach them to my tables, or I'm going to put them in frames and set them on my tables. Most people know that already, though. At least the last 3 that I've been to, people have already been talking about that. You know, like they know not to get the ones plastic eyes for little kids. And they'll either ask me what is like child safe, or they'll already know that it's the ones with the embroidered eyes. So, but I do also try to tell everybody too, especially if I see who they're with when they're shopping. And one lady actually at my most previous market, the one the other day, was asking if she could buy one and give to her dog. And I told her that it probably wouldn't be a good idea, because you know, most of the yarn I use is acrylic and polyester and stuff, which is all plastic. And the polyfill is also plastic. So you know, her dog chewing on it and stuff, they might eat it and get choked up on it and stuff. I mean, I realize that like dog toys are made out of stuff like that too, but you know, I don't want to make something that a dog is going to choke on or get stuck in their belly and have to get surgery and stuff. So I told her I wouldn't suggest buying them for pets. But and she was cool with that. She was, you know, she wasn't like bummed out or anything. So, but anyways, that's everything I've been working on. Other than I do have a bunch more. I have 4 more possums, but they don't have their ears and tails, so I didn't bring them in here. So I'll show them to you next week. I might end up showing 9 of them to you if I sat down and do all of them. But I'll leave all the patterns linked below. If you have any questions or anything like that, ask them in a comment or email or whatever, and I'll try to answer them as much as I can. And yeah, so now I gotta work on my whales for my under the sea Afghan. I want to finish up the possums this week. I want to work on my carnival flower Afghans. Yeah, and I already made a list of what I want to market prep for September, and soon I'll be looking for a market for September, because you know, you gotta, you know, reserve your space in advance. So I have a list, and like possums is on there, bees, possums, bees, chickens, ducks, cows, axolotls, geckos, turtles. What else is on there? I don't know. It's all dinosaurs, because the brontosauruses are always like crazy popular. I always tell my brontosauruses. T-Rex style dinosaurs. I found another pattern that I want to buy, but I'm going to wait to see if it goes on sale, because it's $8 and something on Etsy, but it's 3 patterns. I can't remember who it's by, but it's like laying down. It's a Stegosaurus, a Triceratops, and an axolotl. They're like slightly bigger, and I think it'd be cute to make those. It'd be a bigger price point, but I think some people would really like them. So I favorited it, so I'm gonna add it to my cart. I forgot to do that. And sometimes when you do that in Etsy shops, including mine, after you leave it in there for a while, you'll get a coupon code sent to you. And then you can use it to get a little bit of money off. So just remember that in the future at my shop. But yeah, that's another thing I thought about with these little thank you cards. I thought about making a coupon code that people can use to get like 10% off for their next order, you know. I don't know. I'll figure that out. I'm just trying to make it more sleek and professional. I don't know if I'm professional, but you know what I mean. I just want it to look more like a cute little small business instead of just, you know, me making bags at my house, which is what it is. But you know, it is a small business, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here. Like I said, everything's links below. But if you need anything, let me know. I would be more than happy to help you. And oh, speaking of bags, I'm gonna be this weekend. I'll probably start, you know, pulling out fabric and figuring out what I'm gonna make for my next update. But it's probably not gonna be out until not next week, but the week after that, like the 20s of July. And I have no idea what I'm gonna make. I might make some drawstring bag sets and some tote bags or something. I don't know. I want to make some. My very first tote bags, if you guys were here, they were shorter. They were like that tall, and they were wide. I want to make some more like that, and they were like perfectly rectangle. But I don't remember how I made them to make them perfectly rectangle, because now every time I try it, it tapers in on the side. I need to go back to those videos and look at them and see how I did that. That was a few years ago though. I don't even remember when that was. Maybe 2019 when I started making totes. I don't know. But I want to make some more of those, but I want to make them stiffer so they stand up better, because those ones back then was just quilted with really thin batting, because when I was very first learning how to do all that kind of stuff. And I don't have any from back then. I only made like a handful of those bags. I think my friend Phyllis has one. I need to ask her. I think I gave her one. I can't remember. I specifically remember making some in dog prints because my mom had one. I don't know if she still has that. I need to ask her. I made one in a seashell print, which is one I think I sent to my friend Phyllis, but I also don't remember. Maybe I sold out my Etsy shop. I don't know. I just have to go digging in my videos and my Etsy and all that and try to see when that was. But I want to make more bags like that, but thicker, so that they're more sturdy. But yeah. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. I'll sit here and talk all day if I keep it recording, because I enjoy talking, especially about crafty things. But I'm gonna go sit and crochet for a little bit until the kids wake up, because it's early. It's also very gloomy today. It's supposed to rain, I think. And then I need to work on my meal plan grocery list. I gotta get that done. So I'll probably put in a grocery pickup for Friday sometime. Jesse has a dentist appointment very early Friday morning. They made it very early. Then we gotta get oil change. So it'll be nice to get our groceries after the oil change. But we'll see, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna hop off here, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye, guys.